Magandang hapon mga kabiyaya. Nandito po kami ngayon sa studio ni Rodel Tapaya. It's very interesting po na an old pursuit, an old hobby of collecting art set the stage for what happened today. There's no such thing as coincidence. There's also no such thing as being away or being on your own. And somehow, I've always felt the connection to their art, Marina and Rodel. And I couldn't explain what it is, but who needs explanations? Who needs words? Sometimes words can limit things. But today's conversation, we invite you to take part in it. You might have to listen to it a few times. It's deep, but hindi naman deep na parang galing sa utak. It's deep in heart matters. Mga storya na nanggaling sa puso, sa kaluluwa, at sa pagkatao. And the ability to be courageous. Courageous different from being brave, ha? Courageous is you don't know what you're going to get into. You don't know how you're going to make it out, but you move forward just the same, or you go through it. There's no such thing as living your life avoiding things. You don't live that life that way, at least by my standards, which is, I mean, who am I, right? But this is who we are. We, just like Marina and Rodel, show themselves to the world through their art. This is another side to them. Maybe many people don't know or understand. And their sharing has enriched my life. Sobrang, parang sinasabi, nakakabusog ng puso. Whenever I used to collect art before, it was because I had a connection to the piece. And now I know why that connection was with their work. Maraming salamat mga kabiyaya. Please, panoorin niyo po to. At baka sakaling magbibigay ng courage sa inyo na you can go back, like in my sense, go back to childhood dreams that aren't childish, but that they make you human. Until you see this, I hope you enjoy it. Maraming salamat. Hello, Marina! Hello, Rodel!
Hello.
Mga kabiyaya, ito po yung mga friends ko na matagal na po, na si Marina at saka si Rodel.
Hello.
Very interesting art, interesting humans, kumbaga.
Thank you.
So where are we?
Okay, we are now in the used to be our garage that we transformed into a space to create stories or to celebrate stories. So we started a publishing, very independent, small publishing house we call Storia, where we create, at first, games lang, mga card games about history, trying to educate Filipinos in a gamified way na kasi boring pag textbook and sa school. So, we homeschooled our kids during the pandemic and Rodel is the araling panlipunan teacher.
Actually, ano yun, yung family kasi mahilig naman gumawa ng, o maglaro ng mga analog games, mga board games, card games. So, yung isip ko, ano kaya, paano i-gamify yung araling panlipunan, yung history na mas hindi boring na way. So, sa una, para sa kids lang talaga. So, simpleng mga cardboards na parang history, timeline. Parang mas ganyan una mo na timeline pagpaturo ng history para malaman yung bakit?
Pero competitive.
Paano nangyari yung events na to dahil sa nangyari yung past pa noon. Simpleng lang ganun. Eventually, tinry ng mga pinsan, mga kakilala. Tapos nagustuhan nila. So, yun. Hanggang sa napilitan in a way na
i-develop
na
siya
siya
into a real card game.
para mas share pa sa mas maraming audience.
And then we started to see the power of engagement when people talk about things in a more safe space, not in a usual classroom space. So we also wanted to do something we wanted to make comics. Actually, Rodel really wanted something like text. Piniplay noon araw na may mga cinema with text and all that. Pero we wanted
parang comics na
comics. Parang we wanted to do some content na comic-based. Kasi when we go to bookstores, na bihira na nga makakita ng kids, the teens gravitate towards the comic area. So sabi ko, parang there's still hope nagbabasa pa rin yung mga kids. But they're going there in this particular corner. Sabi ko, okay, they're still reading, but they wanted to see images too. It should be engaging. So sa isip namin, if there's a message you want to convey, do it in a way that also make them appreciate muna. Siguro the form, saka na lang yung message muna. So parang that's how we go into,
into the process. That's your process.
So that's why we like what we're doing now, which accidentally lang napapunta kami. We are artists by profession, as you said, pero we always in our practice, we wanted to always do a catalog, like a record of sort for our exhibit. Sometimes nga kami ni Rodel, mas strong yung urge na matapos na yung show so that we can create a catalog. Kasi gusto namin, when the show is finished, we still have something to hold on.
Some sort of documentation.
Yeah.
So where are you? Which are you both from? Which art school?
Both UP Diliman.
So yung sa UP Diliman kasi, siyempre from high school, gusto lang naman talaga namin mag-drawing. No? Pero nung college na, sa UP Fine Arts, doon mo na-realize na ang dami magagaling. So, ang dami mong catch up ka ng mga kailangan mong matutunan. So, lagi ako nasa library. Doon kami nag-meet ni Marina sa library.
Actually, doon kami nag-first meeting.
Sa books. It is
Love at first book.
Di ba yung library, may borrower's card kasi yun, di ba? Yung,
You get to see.
Marina Cruz na to.
Ang ganda ng storya!
So, sa books pa rin. So, parang kung babalikan after noon, ilang years. So,
decades.
Feeling namin kasi yung decades na yung power ng books. So, yung sa library kasi na-bless kami. So, swerte na nag-UP at may mga magandang library at may mga books. Actually, yun yung goal din namin kung kaya rin na nasa
we still believe, we want to believe that people can still find something through books and library.
I think so.
Kasi, siguro without parang, I always believe humanity wanted a more intimate experience and deserve to have intimate experience. So with books, face mo yan I always wanted, it's like a luxury of sort to just enjoy a book. And
it is.
Diba? And sometimes, sabi nga nung anak namin, nagdala siya ng book for leisure na binabasa lang niya sa school pag may time. Ano yan, pare? Ano yan? Di naman yung requirement. Wala, binabasa ko lang. Ang weird mo. Hindi ka ba nag-ML? Parang bata lang yun, no? Ganyan siya. But he finds it, actually masaya pag na-realize mo na you can be somewhere else without leaving your space.
Space, yeah.
And ewan ko, sana hindi mawala yung maintindihan natin na merong other world, other messages that we can just encounter through books. So, without really thinking about it na matindi.
Siguro yung una, siyempre kung visual, napapunta kami sa publishing. So, siyempre, ang training namin, visual artist kasi kami, so wala kami talaga alam sa mundong yun. So, na-realize namin nung umaattend kami sa mga Comic-Con, mga book fair, sa mga related sa publishing. ibang-iba siya doon sa nakasanayan namin na mundo, which is yung contemporary art.
Ibang-iba
so,
talaga.
Iba, kahit na creative yung mga tao doon, iba pa rin siya. So, baby talaga kami doon. So yun, try na makipag-connect sa mga independent bookstore, mga publishing din.
Are there many independent bookstores?
Meron sa Naga, yung Savage Mind, sa...
Meron actually. Meron naman sa La Union. Meron din. Pero...
Bihira lang.
Ang mahirap kasi talaga is the sustainability. It's always a question of sustainability. And yung mga napapublish na content, pag nasa malalaking bookstore, they really... Parang ang hirap din. Tapos hindi rin na emphasize unlike sa ibang countries na they put upfront yung mga Philippine, o yung kuwari sa Singapore, they put it up front without commercial whatever. Kasi you wanted people to see what you're producing as a country na publications. Pero kasi sa atin, it's the bestsellers and what
still,
have you.
I guess, still very much US-oriented.
Yes.
That's US, yung bestsellers. That's an influence of US.
Yes. Yeah, but meron mga small groups and communities na very interesting din kasi you get to see very passionate people. What's very nice about small publishing and even self-publishing is nakikita mo yung voice, authentic and very passionate. Kailangan lang ng some platform to show yung mga ganong publications. Sometimes the beauty of it is its rawness. Yun nga, parang...
Well, mostly I think, I'm just thinking of your work, Rodel, it's quite raw. It's polished, but it's raw. Yours is very polished. But you didn't start that way.
Yeah.
You didn't start that way. You evolved. Because I've seen you.
Yeah.
I've seen you and I don't go kasi to shows on opening. I go pag walang tao. Because I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to see.
Yeah.
Right? I want to be in the space. Get the energy. And there's really a rawness. But even if yours is technically polished, there's a dark side din sa mga dresses mo.
Yeah.
It'll make you think.
Yeah.
It can be pretty, but it can also, depending on who's looking.
Yes.
There could be another story to it, diba? Like I remember your sculpture na dresses. Parang they're floating. Parang ano yan.
Ganda na, no?
Yeah.
Nakakatakot. Then I have the black one.
Yeah.
I have the black one na it's parang plastic or something. So, that one is really in your face.
Yeah.
No, so, all of this is created for yourself, for what is the, what, is there something or there's nothing? Because it doesn't have to have something, It can be just because. Pwedeng ganun
Siguro dun sa wala talagang dive lang kami talaga din sa idea na, sige, na mayroong mga tao na nadala na lang kami ewan namin kung paano kami napapunta doon And eventually, nung na-try namin, pumasok kami sa publishing, na-realize namin, nakakilala kami, nakamit kami ng mga illustrators, yung nagko-comics talaga, o tsaka yung mga... Mahirap siya.
That's a very different practice.
Pero,
that's a different human altogether. I would say almost no ego involved. There is ego, but it's very different.
Very different.
I've met kasi some illustrators. Ibang-iba yung dating.
Ibang-iba kasi hindi kami sanay sa ganun. Siyempre, sa mundo na yun nga, contemporary art. Anyway, so parang kaming ni Marina kasi pag may naisip, gawin na. So medyo impatient din kami sa magkaroon ng sample na. So ano kaya kung nahirap, kasi hindi naman publisher tayo, pero baby tayo.
It was actually very hard for us to start a project with an illustrator. Kasi we sounded so crazy na parang kami, enthusiastic kami, we attended the convention. So, do you think we need to hire people? Do you think we need to really invest on printing press, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos, we wanted to do something like this in comics about this and this. And yung nakikinig from that point, that world, sabi siguro, these two are crazy.
Baliw.
Oo, parang they wanted what? Pero kasi the publishing is a different kind of world din.
Yes, it is.
Parang sa kanila...
And very, very small in the Philippines.
Exactly. So, parang hindi nila kami tinake masyado seriously at first. And then...
Pero siguro, dahil meron din kami, para sa amin muna. So, kasi ito yung book na to. Ginawa ko to para sa akin. Kasi yung mga, from 2004 hanggang ngayon naman, yung mga characters na ginagawa ko dito. Nandyan siya. Kung merong fictional town akong ginawa. So, yung bayan ng ginawa.
But I always wonder if there's a person-based. If you had somebody in mind or if you had a...
Yeah.
Na you based your characters on. Wala?
Meron.
Oh, yan. Kasi ibang-iba yung mga yung mga... It's like you met someone and you portrayed them. Parang ganon.
Parang writer, di ba? Ganyan.
Oo.
Kaya sabi nila, ingat ka sa writer. Kasi baka mamaya character ka na nila.
Oo.
So, ito, that's from dito, para na-realize namin, okay ito Ano kaya kung invite tayo ng mga kaibigan natin sa mga artists, contemporary art na gawa sila ng book. Sila magsusulat, sila rin
Pero
gagawa.
both, it's an artist-authored book. Kasi usually, yung ginagawa, there's a writer. And then when there's a story, the illustrator comes in, pero practicing visual artist usually, pinapa-illustrate nila ng sinulat ng... I'm not saying it's wrong, okay? What we're...
It's just a different process.
Iniisip naman, artist-initiated lahat sila. The artist can be the author. Don't underestimate the artist. Kumbaga, artists can have their own story and illustrate it also. And they get own the book. The community comes in dun sa gustuhan namin kasi once they delivered dun sa challenge, nag-invite na kami from the community, not necessarily in the contemporary art, sometimes in the film, in the music, and in a very academic, tingnan yung trabaho nila. And na-enrich din yung understanding ng artist.
Siguro yung segment na yun, wala pa masyadong... Meron man, pero yung segment na yun na gagawa.
Parang it's like a cross-training.
Yeah.
For an artist.
Yeah.
Correct.
Parang ganon, di ba?
And you know what's exciting for us when we invite artists, they say, actually, kailangan ko to. I've been so stagnant na. I'm nasusuka na. Ganyan yung word. At susuka na ako siguro sa proseso niya for being this and this. Sige, actually, maalala nila that they have incubated ideas long before that they wanna come back. And then, sabi ko nga, okay, hindi to sprint lang. It's a ultramarathon, cross-training kind of project. Pero they're excited because they also wanted the challenge. And once ginawa mo yung process, well, the two invitees na ginawa namin, it was both reflective and hard and painstakingly.
Okay, so wait. This one is the one of Rodel.
Yeah,
so,
that's
ito, number 1 siya. So, ang tawag sa series na to, Tagpo series. So, yung pangalawa, ito.
Bayan
ng Ginhawa. Ginhawa lang, walang A.
Pero galing sa Ginhawa.
Ginhaw.
Pero Ginhawa talaga siya. Sa Maginhawa Street.
And then this is 2.
This is 2, the Dr. Karayom, grade 3.
Dr. Who illustrated this?
Siya
nagsulat.
Siya rin ang nagsulat. So, kahit hindi siya masyadong nagko-comics, he challenged himself to make this book. Now, we have to put this kasi it's grade 3. Pero the content is
Marina, yun next.
And this
is
yours.
This is mine. Kasi when people see my works, they always see yung technique and the technicality. Pero ito yung parang footnote where it all started, the historical naman. Yung mga kwento nung nung nanay ko, ng kambal niya, tungkol sa damit na yun, mga memories na naalala nila.
Grabe. 1962. 1958.
During this process kasi I was able to learn so much about my family. All the chismis and
the juicy stuff.
Like, kunwari, those times na binibigay pala pag may suitor yung material. So, may nililigawan yung kambal ng kapatid ng nanay ko. Tapos, kailangan, since twin sila, siya, may regalo din. So, that material, kinonvert sa dress. So, nakita ko yon. Tapos meron din siyang may nililigawan siya. So maalala niya because of the dresses eh. Sabi ko, buti na lang hindi kayo nagkatuluyan ni Vicente. Otherwise, wala ako. Something like that. Pero you wouldn't really have those trigger, unless may trigger object, hindi siya ma-unfold. And those stories like when my grandfather, is the kind of teacher who will be willing to go to far-flung areas like sa island. Just stay there to teach the kids. Kasi it's like an island na malayo. In Pugad. In Hagonoy. So, pupunta siya doon, uuwi siya. Tapos minsan, basta maraming mga kwento na yung bike niya minsan nawawala na lang. Kasi alam naman ng community na hiniram. Pero ibabalik din pag uuwi na si Amang. Ganyan. So,
hiniram mo na walang sinabi. Kinuha lang.
Maliit lang naman kasi, no? Tsaka nung araw, gano'n naman.
Pero it was interesting for me, those details. Kasi otherwise, di ko siya malalaman. Kasi nung namatay si Lolo, nawala na lang siya, di ba? Pero ito, nakita ko, meron pala siyang ganong mga touch. Kumbaga. Tapos gusto pala niya magpare, hindi siya pinayagan kasi broken family sila. So sabi ko, buti na lang pala may rule na ganon. Otherwise, baka wala din ako kasi kung nagpare siya.
Yeah.
So he became the head of the lay minister na lang. Ganyan.
Dahil sa damit, no? Galing.
Dahil sa damit, nalaman ko yung mga background na yun. So, I don't know. It's just for me. It's just my process to understand a simple object with so many meanings. Pero ngayon, it's becoming like, siguro yung commentary lang, it's becoming like disposable. Siguro ganun lang. Pero now, siguro we just have to be conscious or dati, that's how yung clothes eh. Minsan, merong kambal na damit. Magkamukha sila. Bakit yung isa maliit? Ba't yung isa malaki?
Yeah.
Kasi kambal sila, no? Pero yung kala ko, lumiit lang kasi hot and cold na mali ng ano. Yun pala, yung isa, kasi payat si Tita Helen, inadjust niya for Helen. So, niliitan. Yung isa, mataba si Tita Sonia, pinataba yung damit. So, that identical dress that used to be the twins, inayos for the other siblings. So, makikita mo yung story of frugality, of passing on something. I don't know, parang...
No, but
that's the book.
That's the book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm amazed all the time how you can learn so much about yourself and community and a certain time, with small things that seem insignificant, but they aren't.
Yeah.
You know, and how your process, both your processes, even this putting up of a book, brought us together. Right?
Amazing, no?
Super amazing. And Trisha, my good friend, gave me the book. And Archie wrote in mine, no? And it was so funny because I was like, wait, I have to read the writing. The hand penmanship, parang, then I had to Google it pa because of the words in Tagalog. It's like, holy kamote, right? But it's because it's a cat.
Yeah.
It's a tire. If you go to our sanctuary, the military kasi gave me their old tires. And we use the tires as a decoration, as a, something for the dogs to jump in and out of. And so I was like, how strange is that? Parang...
Yeah.
Si Archie kasi babad talaga siya.
Street artist siya.
Street artist siya.
He makes graffiti and bikes around.
Pupunta talaga siya sa mga communities talaga. As a muralist siya, so ibig sabihin yung mga works din niya, yung mga malalaki, kung saan-saan din ng mga communities. Plus kasama rin siya sa mga tawag nito.
Albert, siya na ang gagawin natin. Muralist ng sa...
Oo.
Si Archie Oclos.
Because our tenant in Shaw Boulevard, we're the tenant, our landlord was asking us to do a wall. Katarina is not that kind of artist, my daughter. If he does murals, then he might...
does murals. Actually, nakapila rin ako sa kanya eh. Yung
papagawa rin kami sa kanya dito.
Excited na siya.
Magaganda, yung mga powerful yung mga gawa niya.
Yeah.
Doon talaga siya.
Even this book, even this book, it's so deep.
Pero grabe yan, yung project na yan. Hanggang suko na siya eh.
Umiiyak-iyak na
Iyak na siya.
Bakit?
Kasi, sige, parang may minimum kasi 150 yung... Kasi para mas madali pa sa kanila gumawa ng kanya, ng mural na malalaki. Building, kaya niya yan eh. Kaysa gumawa ng book kasi syempre hindi naman talaga sanay.
First book niya.
Oo. Kasi iisipin mo yung kwento eh. Parang yung 150 pages tapos kailangan may kwento.
No, but that's it. There's no kwento.
Yun nga eh.
There's a kwento na no kwento. It's
Yeah.
up to you to make the kwento.
Yeah.
Actually, yun nga yung napapunta doon kasi kung yung dahil sa process na inano niya, kasi gusto niyang siguro na parang magkwento ng mahaba.
Siguro yung proseso niya, tinry niya magsulat, tapos in-scrap niya yung idea, tapos hanggang sa maano niya yung essence ng work niya. But that process is both struggle and exciting at the same time when you create a book.
Well, it's the dynamic. It's the dynamic and the stagnant. When you're still, you have to be dynamic, and when you're dynamic, you have to be still to produce anything, because you always need a form of gravity to keep you here, but then you have to struggle away from the gravity. So it's just like a tree. The roots go down for it to be able to reach up. So that the struggle, I think, is the gravity.
Yeah.
You can't. I don't think you can do anything without it. You know. Yeah. I don't know. This book really hit me hard. Really, really hit me hard. Especially because the Puspin is really treated as less than a rat. So it's really that kind of feeling. And then this one. This is the one that I'm also very interested in. I don't have this, so I have to read it still. But tell me about this.
Okay, so we're very proud to just be able to make this. To go to this stage, we have to journey different things. Ganito muna. So, ito miracle na to for us.
Pero ito talaga yung gusto namin.
Ito talaga yung gusto namin mangyari. We wanted a really nice comic book, professionally done, beautiful illustration, beautiful story. Okay. So, I think, hindi ko kasi pwedeng ikwento to without the background story.
You
no?
have to make the background, so please make the background
I mean,
story.
paalam naman na. So, okay. We've always been parang a family advocate, let's just say. Just how you see things, Rina. You mentioned before that people we have a crisis of empathy.
Yes.
So, parang kailangan niya ikaw na baka ma-shake yung voice ko. But
it's
ganito
okay.
siya.
So, yung ellipsis muna. Iyan naman yung ellipsis na concept na. Yung ellipsis na 3
Ellipsis
dots.
is 3 dots. Usually, ellipsis is when you write a paper, you emit something. So, there are information that needs not be there. So, i-ellipsis mo siya. Another one is, ellipsis is when you're to be continued, still in progress.
Yeah. The
Now,
end.
Oo. Tapos ngayon sa chat, when it's ellipsis, di ba sumasayaw-sayaw pa yung ellipsis? Ganyan. So, yun yung parang iniintay mo kung magte-text na siya or anong sasabihin niya. Ganyan. So, iba't ibang konteksto. Pero ang ellipsis, 3 story ng paghihintay.
Oh my God, I already know. Okay. Okay.
Merong mga information sa kanila, 3 stories kasi siya eh. May mga stories na na-emit, na-delete sa buhay nila. So, we wanted to make a difference through this book that when people read this, sana ma-empathize sila. Ma-empathize sila sa mga bata na ellipsis. Ellipsis means waiting. So, may mga batang waiting na families. Diba?
So, adopt.
And siguro yung itong namin. Kasi ito yung hindi naman tukol talaga sa adoption. Ito yung after na, yung parang tapos na. After na, di ba minsan kasi sa orphanage, may certain age lang tapos bahala ka na eh. Di ba minsan baby, tapos lilipat sa next na Parang toddler muna, tapos next na center naman kasi pang toddler lang yan eh.
May
ganun yan eh. So, pero
Nilipat
ito, si ellipsis, parang di naman namin tinatouch yun. Ito yung ano ba yung nangyayari pagka yung mga batang ito ay nasa tamang edad na?
Parang pa-18 na.
Pa-18 na. So, parang mas ganun yung
empowerment.
Ganun.
Actually, kasi it's Rina just very shortly. I used to be an advocate of adoption for siguro 10 years ago. Pero I noticed din kasi that mahirap din talaga for them to get adopted. The data is not on their side. So, there are 2 million kids that are available for adoption or orphan children. Pero the chances of them getting adopted is like 0.000695 to a Filipino family. So bakit ko ilalagay yung energy ko to convince people to adopt them? So what I'm trying to put na lang myself in their shoes and try to empower them to make something na your story still continues and doesn't end in the way society would think about you. Tas even if there are like, how do you make up of your past? Hindi mo nga alam. So how do you wrestle with that? Pero we're very happy na Lipsis was able to embody that. Kainis naman rin. But yeah, so what we wanted, kasi we really went to orphanages na teens na. I'm working with another book, photojournalist, who's been following a kid since 15 siya. And we're waiting na maging 18 siya. So we're doing a story, that's another project. We're doing a story of how he would do processing these things. We gave him a Instamax, and how do we make people see naman their side? Kasi we are always busy going with our lives, and sometimes lagi tayong iniisip natin once the kid is in the orphanage, they're taken care of. Pero we don't know that they age out and they become adults, and we don't know that they are our children. Lahat ng nag-18 na doon, child of the state na sila. So, anyways, so we wanted a book that will help tackle the horrors. That's why may snakes dito. They always have all the trauma, abandonment trauma, and all the trauma, but they have to deal with it. And also acknowledging na it is what it is. So how do we empower them? How do we make their lives more bearable and not pity them?
Yeah, I don't believe in pity.
Yeah, no, not
I
pity
don't
them.
like awa, actually.
Yeah, that's why, yun nga. So we wanted it that this book be an instrument. Like, we worked closely with a writer who this is her first comic book. Okay. She's a malikhaing pagsulator in Los Baños, UPLB. Wanted to make change, then wanted to go to a law. Gusto lawyer. Kasi feeling niya that's where she can really make change. But yeah, siguro still yung mga stigma lang. Kasi we really feel that there's so many maling information or representation ng mga gantong topics sa media.
Yes.
And and sometimes when you go to, even in a normal conversation or even in religious setting, nami-misinterpret, yung ampon, ganyan. So we wanted, hopefully, na ang target namin is really the young people. Kasi, comics talaga siya. Parang, teenagers. And we're very happy na nabasa siya ng isang, let's just say, siya yung nagre-review ng mga comic book sa Pilipinas, and he really, alam niya yung maganda sa And then, nagulat siya that there's this such book. And
usually kasi mga may superhero.
Na walang superhero, ordinary lives being discussed here. And voice na dapat napapakinggan and nare-represent. And we had a very nice review na wala lahat yung pagod namin. It was very hard to do some publication, kahit naman. Pero so encouraging at the same time na parang it challenges us. Kasi sabi nila, parang because of what we did, tinaas namin yung lead ng comic book making sa Philippines. Talaga ba? Pero we just wanted to make this story come out. And kailangan maganda, di ba? Kasi para doon pa lang muna.
But I think that happens that way because you've been, kumbaga, how do you say that? When you're trying to make a meat soft, nilalaga. Right? You guys are in the laga for so long.
Yeah.
Naka-slow cook kayo.
Kaya nga.
Diba? Years and years with your own experiences, with your own frustration, with your own artist. My daughter's an artist. They're very present. But sometimes they're not. You think they're not present, but they're present. And so you notice more than most. There are things you care about, and you use this word kanina. It's a luxury to care. Mahal siya.
It's a luxury to care. It's even a luxury to tell stories. Eh.
Yes, mahal siya. I mean, as in, emotionally, financially, mahal to care. And that's why when I talk to, because of the work we do, is nasanay na yung tao to be manhid, not to look. Right? They want a good story. And I don't think that's the way to go. Eh. You don't need to make anything bad. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why when I make my little blurbs in my Instagram, I don't like this awa. I always say, somebody threw kerosene on me and lit me on fire, but that's okay, no hard feelings. Kasi I don't like this awa factor because it doesn't actually produce anything.
Yeah.
So, pardon my French, the shit of life is what makes you grow. It's the fertilizer. If you let it. So, in this sense, when you're this, you have two adopteds, right? Two adopted. And you adopted them how old?
The first baby pa lang siya, less than a year old. And then yun later na, she's 4 years old.
She was 4. What's your parenting style? Are you hovering? What's your style? Or would you?
Our parenting style, I think, more on empowering them. Parang,
how would you do that?
We just let them do things. Just an example. Kunwari, yung sa ballet nung anak ko, I was the only parent na lang yata who's not doing her hair and doing the ng shoes. Kasi you want that pala eh. You do it. You learn from yourself. And
okay. Yeah, because I'm also like that eh. It's so hard to cosset them, to keep them. I mean, you want them to see the world and experience the world because
they know how to commute, Rina.
Oh, galing.
They go sa jeep
actually,
and
kaya
tricycle.
napunta sa publication dahil din sa kanila eh. Kasi lalo na yung panganay namin, siya talaga yung
siya yung mahilig sa
comics. Comics na yung para sa kanya yung may iba-iba palang klase.
Ito yung Nat Geo guy.
Oo, Nat Geo guy. Yung isa kasi yung isa naman yung pangalawa mas doon sa games. Kaya yung mga card games.
Tinkering. He's the one who also plays the piano naman.
So, actually, hindi kami sila yung inspire sa amin. Kaya kami
sila yung nag-inspire sa amin, Lina. Kasi kami, okay naman kami sa studio.
Kasi sila yung, sige, basahin yung ato. So, sila yung
they're the first proofreaders of everything we do. We had a project with a comic book about sexual OSEC and I'll get it. Okay, so this was pitched to us. It's a very dark topic. Philippines being the number 1 sex parang
online
porn. So, Philippines, Catholic country. So, pero during the pandemic, number 1 tayo we're selling, parang Filipinos selling pictures and videos of their kids just for easy money. Okay. So ito naman si writer dito, si Chari, wanted to empower na rin the kids. Kumbaga, kasi pag tinaan mo pa yan sa barangay and sa parents, sila ngayon ang abuse minsan. So niro-roll out na to, nagkaroon na ng mga translation in different languages.
When did you do this?
This was last year.
This
was
year.
our
I have to
project
buy
last
that
year.
also.
Marami na siyang roll out. So we just helped her do the fundraiser. I sold my prints to produce this book and to also fuel more publications. So medyo ganun siya, randomly lang. Kasi walang tumatanggap na publisher eh. So sabi ko, nung nakita ko siya, reading, essential ng lahat ng public schools. Especially, yung unang ni-roll outan namin sa mga Tondo, Baseco.
Meron namang siya, guidelines.
So sabi nung unang nakabasa nito are my kids. Kahit dark, okay, sige. Kunwari, pedophile, the tito is the one who's tarang raping the, ganyan. Tapos, hindi siya si Santa, is like an American, mga ganyan-ganyan. It was really dark topic, okay? But we really feel that it has to be read by the kids. And nung sabi nung anak ko, yung panganay din, sabi niya, hindi naman siya masyadong graphic na sabi niya. Parang, okay naman to. Actually, dapat mabasa to ng lahat ng bata. O sabi ko, okay, sige, puproduce na natin.
Kasi yun din yung isa, yung sa cellphone, kala niya,
Ito, yung mga bata, like, mga maliliit na bata, akala nila, mga cellphone, laban ni Princess Trina. Babantayan mo rin yung mga kapatid mo kung ano yung pinapanood sa video, parang ganyan. So, baka may pinapagawa na sa kanila na hindi dapat ginagawa. Mga ganyan. So, ito naman, nakita nila na may video recording. May video recording dito Yung pusa dito, sinusundan nung, kunwari, ninja si Ninja, si Jay. Tapos kunwari, pusa siya. Tapos maya nakita niya isang bahay, nagre-record, tapos classmate nila yun sa school. Bakit pinapasayaw sila?
Ng nanay.
Oo, pero hindi sila happy sa sayaw. So nakita niya, tapos yung kinuwento niya sa magulang niya, parang may something mali yata. Kasi ganyan. So, na-try na maging vigilant din. So, mga ganon topics para ma-address na may nangyayaring ganon. Yeah. Tapos, don't just receive any treats from strangers kasi mamaya papagamit na yung PS4 mo. Tapos mamaya papaliguin ka niya sa kwarto.
Yeah.
Tapos, do some stuff. So, ingat. Dapat may body system. And then, ito yung darkest of all. Kasi si Tito na OFW, pag umuwi, may nangyayari pala. Tapos, ayun.
Yung balbal.
Parang yung balbal.
Aswang.
So, parang si Tito, hindi siya tao. Isa siyang balbal.
Oh.
Kasi, kinukuha niya yung something. Pumupunta yung dila niya sa tenga ko. Mga ganyan. It's still scary, pero at the end of the day, kailangan din malaman na it's not right. So, sa huli lang, we have yun nga, parang kung ano yung karapatan ng bata na hindi ka dapat pinipware sa hinahawakan. At ang problema kasi, Rina, yung mga tao parang nire-rationalize porket hindi nahahawakan yung anak nila. Hindi sila na-abuse. Hindi nila na-imagine na yung psychological trauma goes so long way. So parang, ayun, ito naman yung isang nauna naming project.
Pero pinitch yan ni Chari.
Pinitch to ni Chari sa amin. And meron pa siyang mga ibang inisa-isa namin yung story. Ito yung compendium lang siya. Parang, nilaunch namin to last fair para ma-educate din yung mga tao na may nangyaring ganito. So, inano lang namin. Sabi ko, Rina, sabi namin, Shari, hindi pwedeng e-book yan. Kasi sabi niya, i-share ko sa mga public school teachers, Sabi ko, hindi pwedeng e-book kasi kailangan pa nila ng device, mag-YouTube din yan. gawin na lang natin yung naisip mo na comics.
Pero may version niya na ano lang, mas
Mga
cheaper
newsprint.
lang. News, ano lang.
Meron, yung niro-roll out naman newsprint. Pero ito, para makita nila yung talagang full color. Parang sinasabi ko, no, kailangan madaling mapasa for kid to kid. Without electricity, without technology.
Totoo.
So, there.
Mas ano lang.
Ganito na siya pagka pinapamigay na depende sa age.
Pinamimigay na lang sa...
Ayan, ganyan na siya.
So, your grandfather was a teacher. So, his DNA is deep in you.
Both of my lola and grandfather. And then family of teachers din kami, my mom and the twin. So, ganun talaga.
How about you, Rodel?
Ay, ako, wala. Mangingisda. Actually, yung siguro yung sa akin naman, yung love ko sa yung newspaper. Kasi yung family ko, meron kaming
tinapa.
Maliit na kabuhayan. Yung pagtitinapa, yung smoke fish.
Oo.
So, yung batang Rodel, 7 years old, siya yung naka-assign na bumili ng dyaryo. Lumang dyaryo sa junk shop. Kasi yun yung ginagamit pang balot.
Yes.
So, si Rodel, na bata, siya yung nagbabike, bibili ng dyaryo sa junk shop. Tapos, bago ibigay sa nanay yung dyaryo, pupunta muna siya dun sa lifestyle section.
May mga art,
Dito yung may mga art. Doon ko nakita sila, Bencab, sila Anita Magsaysayho, sila mga artist na hindi ko naman kilala. Kasi wala
doon ka na-engganyo.
Wala akong pera pambiling libro eh. So, uy, may ganito pala. So, doon siguro yung lab sa yung ng books nandun eh. So, ginugupit ko yun. Meron akong scrapbooks ng mga paintings na yan, black and white na mga from dyaryo. So yun yung libro ko. Yun. So, doon nag-start.
Where are you from?
Montalban,
Rizal.
Pero
mga
Bisaya yung
mga
parents
niya. Late.
Yeah, no. So, how did you end up both in UP?
Because we passed the talent test in UP.
Talent test.
Oo. Swerte namin kasi hindi naman kami matatalinong tao na makapasa sa UP.
It's not about talino. You have a different intelligence. All of this. Your sensitivity, I think, is crucial sa pag-artist. To be an artist. You need that kasi that's where you draw. You draw from. Your sensitivity, your vulnerability is your strength. For me. You cannot... The people who don't allow themselves to be vulnerable, limited yung capacity nila. And in a way, all of this is, for me, parang impetus, parang pinupush mo yung tao. You give them a safe place. Kasi as you said earlier, they travel somewhere else, but not necessarily in front of another person. So in their own world, kung anong kaya.
Anong kaya lang.
Kung anong kaya. And then, but that broadens. That broadens. It's very similar to my process where I say, I rescue because I wanted to be rescued as a child. Very difficult. Very difficult. And I wish I was adopted. So I understand. And that's why I can't see suffering. I'd rather take it away. I whether it's an animal or a person, it's just that it gets complicated to us rescue a person because mostly the street people they're already affected. So their thinking is very different. And I need to respect that. Right? So you need to stay vulnerable. It's like a petri dish. And things grow from there. And the vulnerability, what's that in Tagalog?
Oo nga.
May Tagalog.
Ewan ko, parang malasakit lang sa akin yan.
Yeah, no, parang I think it's more than malasakit. Because you put yourself in a situation.
In situation na maano ka.
Diba? So yun na yun, parang you have to go in to connect to yourself to be able to go out to connect to someone.
Totoo. Kasi yun din yung minsan yung may point na kami ni Marina sa parang contemporary art, yung circle. So, ngayon, feeling namin mas para kaming
mas human yata kami ngayon.
Mas ano kasi
because you went out.
We went out.
Force field.
Ka ng mga tao na mga writers, mga community workers.
We became students again. We became nobody again. We learned a lot we were humbled in this process. And we like that also sometimes we can be invisible and just observe things in a neutral way without them knowing who we are and what we can do. Tapos parang we can have
because you have that stigma because you're so professionally in your profession.
Yeah. So parang ayaw na namin.
Wow, Marina and Rodel, parang wow, parang
in a way it can also
it can open doors, but it's both.
Yeah.
Both two-edged. There's two edges.
But we're always grateful to be practicing artists, both of us. That's like, diba? Parang be able to practice. We still get lost in our studio work. We have a studio work. Kami, like siya, ako. We have our own me time, parang ganyan. Pero we also have projects like Historia that because of our kids then that it's also nakakapagod to rin so
yes.
merong mga time na punta kaming La Union para lang magtinda kasama yung mga bata. Hindi ba tayo magbe-beach? Hindi, konting-konti lang yung beach time kasi mag-set up pa kami.
Ito yung tinatawag nila latag. Ito yung mga
latag lang kami. Tapos
mabilisan lang na pop-up.
Tapos pupunta pa kami yung bookstore para madala delivery para makatipid na kami sa delivery, mga ganyan. So it was very tiring and a lot of pero ang saya din. It's a kind of pagod na parang may nangyayari. Parang
nakakamit ka kasi ng mga tao rin doon ng same ng
there's the same energy, no? No, but that me time is really important because I feel that you're processing. You don't know what you're processing, but you're processing everything. And this, parang, you go out of your comfort zone, and you're doing all these things. But it feeds back into your process.
It feeds back. So,
and I think that's why your color palette changed.
Pwede, oo.
Oo.
Yeah.
Oo nga.
Actually, kami nga yung unang nabe-bless talaga of all these projects. Parang kung may ma-bless pa na iba and it becomes shades for other
siguro iba yung process ng pagka nasa studio. Kasi pagka sa studio, mas siguro ikaw sarili yung art, ikaw mismo yung audience mo eh. So, bahala na kung gustuhan ng mga sabihin natin curators, collectors o galleries. Basta ako masaya. Ito siya eh. Meaning nito, ito siya. Pero pagka sa publication kasi
kailangan
parang
yung story yung mahalaga.
may certain na audience kang target na parang message. So iba siya dun sa process sa studio. Which is nakakatulong din.
Yes,
minsan sa
there's
kasi.
yung sinabi ko na cross-training.
Oo. Kasi pagka masyadong ganito lang, ako lang, ito meaning yan eh. Wala naman ibig sabihin yung painting ko. Pwede naman sabihin.
Pero hindi pwede kasi sa mga publication ko ito. Meron ka kasing kinikwento eh. So it has to come across. Unless yung concept mo, wala talagang concept na story. Pero it has to be clear kung ano talaga. So, yun. Masaya naman na may
No, it has a lot din kasi to do. I got very interested because of this. I didn't know about all these other things, and then that's why I also got this because the adoption for me is very. It's a very sensitive topic for me, and whether it's human or it's animal, and the animals also have that window.
Yeah.
Dogs especially. Kasi they develop their character
di ba?
Pag
sila cute pa eh. Parang ganun din naman.
Oo, so it's the same. And I've just been thinking, okay, so after they're 18 years old, what happens to them?
Depende sa caring na napunta sila. So, sa isang orphanage, they can be trained as hairdresser and yung mga staff na parang they can do work. Yung iba naman, they can study pa. So, depende sa mag-a-apply ng college. So, yung isa naman sa seaman siya na iisip niya. Pero, medyo mahirap din yung seaman. Ang dami ring horrors pala nung seaman.
Yes.
Pero ito yung napuntahan natin, open siya, pwede kang umalis. Yung bata.
Yung bata, it's interesting sa caring na to ay hindi pinipilit yung bata. Kung umalis ka, hindi sila naka-imprison doon.
Ito yung pwedeng...
But how do they earn money to live?
Pag 18 nandun naman sila. Pero once they have to have jobs na. Yung isa, bowling attendant.
Kasi meron kami na-meet doon na galing siya doon. Pero nandun pa rin siya kasi kailangan niyang ng tirahan.
Ng lodging. Nagbabayad siya ng minimal fee just for him to Pero bowling attendant nga siya sa isang nag-aayos siya ng mga Pero iba-iba. Meron naman iba na nakapag-aral. Ganyan. Depende sa kanila. Kung sabi ng director
kasama na
maybe you can introduce, maybe they can go into animals.
Yeah.
Veterinary school and stuff like that.
Dapat maraming gano'n na opportunities, I think, for them. Kasi para hindi lang malimitahan ng options nila.
Well, it's the thing is, it wouldn't even be something they would think about There's things that it's hard to imagine. Right? Unless it pops up. It's there. So, magaling pala ako sa mag-aalaga or whatever. No, kasi that's the thing that I'm always thinking about. What is your talent? God-given talent. What is your, how can I say this? What are you good at? Potential. But unless, like, when you're a kid, di ba? Sige, mag-ballet ka na. Sige, mag-piano ka. Sige, you try kung ano yung, and also what you like. Right? And for example, the ones that, there are many artists or people that originally that's not what they like. Then they have a talent, pero wala rin. Or there's the other way around. Wala talaga silang talent. Self-taught sila. Pero that's what they love.
Yeah.
So, you break out of your own boundaries, or you develop your boundary. You develop yourself beyond your boundaries. So, that's why I always say, who are you before you got influenced? Who were you? What was, you find some sort of purpose. And again, it's a luxury. People say, sometimes you just need to be pragmatic and blah, blah, blah. There's a place for pragmatic, no doubt. But there's also a place na where you figure out, this is me pala. And then you feel so comfortable in your own skin. And you have a certain proper pride, confidence. Yeah. Diba? And that's what I would like for so many people.
Yeah.
Even there are really some older people na parang, ganun ba? You identify with material stuff, etc., etc. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, maybe it's foolish to think, but what were you born for? What are you here for? And even if that sounds kind of funny or theoretical or whatever, I really believe that we're all born for something. And that something is our connectivity. So we have all these cell phones, FB, IG, but are people really communicating? I'm not sure. For example, if you would have a diary, in my age when we were young, then the diaries even have a lock.
Yeah.
Diba?
Now you
now every one little thing and they publish it already for Facebook. But if anybody got in my time, if anybody got your diary and read it, I would be so upset. And now it's just like everything's in your face, right? And I don't know what that says, and I don't care to know what that says. I just feel that even with all this connectivity, people are so lonely.
It doesn't translate into reality.
No, it doesn't. And this, what you do is reality, born from experience, human experience. And again, it's the carburo, the fruits. You don't need to make carburo Just leave it on the tree. Let it grow. A leaf or a flower will fall when its time is done. And sometimes we just have to wait. We can be 60, 70 years old, but we just keep on pursuing that again, it's a luxury, and it's very strange. I mean, people look at me and I think, with all I'm doing is like, I'm underneath cars trying to get a cat and whatever, gotten bitten how many times by dogs and why, and it's like, I don't need a why. It's my process. So I go out in the street and that's my studio. And you have your studio, but then you have these other stuff. Right?
Make us sane.
Yes, to make us sane, to make us human.
Yeah.
To make us sane and to make us human.
Kasi hindi nga rin kami sanay na
Actually, solitary kami. Hindi kami lumalabas
i-open namin to sa public. Sa ibig sabihin para dun sa mga minsan mga bata na hindi sanay kami na sa studio lang namin. Ito. Tapos ngayon,
pero now,
i-open namin.
Actually, dahil nga dito, kailangan namin to go out and to tell about these things which we normally would not do. But we have to do. Sabi nga nung wala yan yung pinili mo, panindigan mo yan.
Yes.
That's what they say to us. Dati yung mentor ko, I was having problems kasi, so parang sa adoption, parang honeymoon stage, tas after non-testing stage. So, yun na yung, challenge ka niya ng lahat ng tantrums na ito-throw niya. So, ang hirap-hirap, ganyan, ang hirap-hirap. Tapos parang, wala gusto mo yan panindigan mo yan. Tapos parang, nga naman. parang life is hard and it's not like, human yan living things.
Do you know that's in a biological sense, in a biological way, that's, when you get this, parang you exercise and then you have pains the next day, di ba? Lactic acid. And the lactic acid a few years ago was discovered that it comes from the tearing of the muscles when you overuse the muscles, and then they tear. And then the lactic acid comes in, but it actually makes you stronger. So this is your lactic acid.
Nag-upisa tayo dito sa istorya. Kala natin. Sabi mo? Hobby lang.
Kala ko hobby lang to, Rina. Like pandemic, di ba? Daming time. Sige, gawa tayong card games, gawa tayong maliliit na publication, o gawa kang libro, marami tayong oras. Tapos parang iniisip ko, magda-die out din tong hobby namin na to pagka na-busy na. Tapos nung lumalabas na kami, we're meeting more people and we see parang meron
may
din
time
kayong...
energy kang binibigay.
Meron kayong kwento na parang needs amplification somewhere there you have a voice pala and it doesn't need a gallery. It can exist in one small book pala
Yeah.
And
you don't know how you will never know how that will vibrate. The ripples that it could make.
Yun yung masaya sa publication kasi you're a collector din naman, Lina. So when we make a work and somebody collects it, we hope that it will be shown with or shared with other people. That's why you're so excited pag museum kasi na-share yung work mo.
Yeah.
Pero with publication, marami na kasi talaga yan.
Yes.
So kung sa seed at numbers game lang, baka mas merong hindi ko naman sinasabing yung art. And powerful din ng art. I mean, we love art.
Well, that's what brought you here.
Yeah. So,
Pero yung publication, pwede siyang pumunta sa mas...
Parang mababa lang. You can start there. People like, iwan ko lang yung gasera namin sa babasahin niya ng bata, na kahit sinong bata. Because of the drawings, because of the colors. And then eventually they read, hindi pala yung theme. Pero because they read it in this setting, parang it's a safe place. And then nare-realize nila, ay, teka lang, parang may nangyari palang ganun sa pinsan ko, o ganyan. At least nalalaman nila na it's not right.
Yeah, and the stigma also. Kasi sometimes they won't talk because of the stigma. So parang, it happens pala. It's not only me. Pwedeng ganon. I'm not a victim. We have to remove this victimhood din kasi.
Ayun, so... Ayun, interesting.
So what is your next move?
Wala kami masyadong mga next move.
No, I mean in terms is there another book coming out?
I mean, ito kasi series,
we invited na.
So dahil yun muna, so na-try na, nakita na ng mga artists natin, nakaibigan, yung range niya. So, parang gusto nila lang sumali dyan.
Very good.
So,
we have artists in the pipeline like Robert Laganag.
Yeah, I know Robert. I used to have his work.
Kasi I really like Robert's work, and I as a person, siya yung excited to do this. And kasi nagsusulat din siya, and he's a very brilliant artist. So sabi ko, excited ako, ano kayo mapapalabas nito na libro?
Pero yun, si Robert. Pero yung pagka, kasi wala naman. Siyempre, mga kaibigan nating artist, may hirap din kulitin. Kung sino na lang yung, lang.
Sometimes you just see where the energy goes and you go with it.
Kasi marami. Nung nagbilang tayo, ilan?
Actually, sa listahan namin, more than 10 na. Pero we don't want to pressure them ma-disclose. Pero si Robert, sinabi ko naman
siguro,
sasabihin.
Pwede na rin sabihin sila Charlie, no?
Charlie ko?
Charlie
kasi pupunta kami sa...
kasi he's a very great colorist.
Yes. Mga ganon.
Punta kami sa kanila. Doon daw namin di-discuss yung...
Doon namin di-discuss sa Bacolod.
Very good.
So, mapapalabas ulit kami.
So, may exciting. Yun yung tagpo. Ang tawag yung tagpo series. So, meron din mga comics din. Ito naman yung Araling Palipunan comics.
Marami, pero... yun nga, marami kaming gustong gawin, pero we just go with the flow. Pero it's exciting and also giving us energy when creatives are excited.
Yes, of course, because that's your tribe.
Oo, parang gusto naman natin mag-create lang di ba? So, tapos ma-share yon sa iba, and hopefully pag nakita siya ng iba, ma-inspire sila.
Kasi may project nga rin tayo ni MM, di ba?
May project kami ni MM. Kasama rin si MM sa...
kasama rin siya sa
gagawin namin. Pero
this is something MM would do. She texts me once in a while about cats, about dogs.
Kasi nagpipitch siya sa akin ng idea namin magagawa ng postcards na dog na artist na gumawa ng painting or drawing na may dog. And we'll do a postcard na box set. Sabi ko, sige, hindi pa kami
Kami daw yung
Kami magpe-print.
You know who brings cats a lot is si Yasmin's husband.
Si Nano.
What?
Nano?
Mariano Ching.
Yeah. Bumili nga siya niyan
Ini-invite din namin si Mariano.
He's a client in our hospital. Kasi when I said,
si Jonathan mahilig din.
Jonathan, baka it's Jonathan who brings.
It's Jonathan.
It's a Ching. It's a Ching.
Ano siya? Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Si Jonathan talaga mahilig sa cat. Kasi
he's our client. He's our client.
And in a weird way, rin yan, nagulat din ako, nag-invest din pala sa stock market.
Like you.
And then, anyways, but that's a different story.
Pagka sustainability kasi na pag-uusapan niya.
Kasi idol ka namin, Rina, in a way na when we heard about you, parang funding your own projects, pag may naisip ka, do it na lang. That's din ayaw na namin yung mga titatax mo yung artist o yung sino man. Parang kami nakaisip nito kailangan kami rin mag-ano.
Well, that's the thing, that's what's empowering na in a way na I always see, I'll figure it out. The minute something very difficult is I'm faced with something very difficult, and there've been a few lately. I just say, okay, I'll figure it out. I don't know how I'll figure it out. but me, just to be able to say, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It sets something in motion. And then I pray because I really believe there's some sort of cosmic energy, cosmic. It's like the universe conspires, and each time it's the ability to reach out. Each time it's the ability to also be there for others to reach out to you and to understand. And that's what I told Tito. There's so much that I learned about, we're Filipino, born and raised here, and there's so many things I don't know about. And depending again on, whether it's Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and especially during COVID, where I thought people would say, oh, stay home, save lives, this and that. And I was so bothered with that because it was like many people have 10 square meters. They can't even wash their clothes because they have to go out of their house to wash their clothes. And because we do nga kapon in very dense areas where it's needed the most, in the squatter areas, right? And I was just so bothered that how are they gonna get food? How are they, if they're not even allowed outside of their house? It just seemed so. Yeah. And other people were, how would you say? What's the word for it? It's like entitled. It was so strange for me, and I was like, something is just not right here. And a lot of the fear also. There was a lot of fear because of the unknown. They didn't know what the disease was, what the virus was, what the this, the that. And for me as an artist, that's what you have to dive into, the unknown. For me as a rescuer, you dive into the unknown. I mean, I'm not a business person, and now I have 109 staff. I mean, since when, right? It's like naduduling na ako with the sahod, the SSS pala. Ay, may mandatory pala. Ano yun? Na parang
tabasa yung pag-ibig.
Yes, di ba? And it was like, oh my God, PhilHealth isn't even enough to cover when something. So I had to get a separate insurance. Group insurance. Oh my golly, wow. And it's just like, I don't know. And when people ask me, like my daughter, especially my son who's very sensitive, says, how are you, Mom? Yeah. Mom, you can talk to me. You would say, you can talk to me, Mom. If you can't talk to Dad, I can be the man you talk to. I can talk to your dad anytime, right? But, and he says, you keep so much in. I never know what's happening with you. Because you always say, when I ask you, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And it's, I'm okay, but I don't know. The answer is, I don't know how I am, but I just know I have to keep on going. And I don't need to know.
But the weight is there.
Oh my God, the weight is there. The weight is there. I can't sleep. I average 3-4 hours a night. On a good night, 5 hours. And, but I also believe it's part of the creative process because I'm still creating me. I'm still creating an organization. It's like Katarina saying, I don't know if it was Michelangelo or who was saying that he didn't even remove his shoes.
Sobrang ano.
Because he was creating. Newton, the same. When you're in it's something takes over you, just as this took over you. And it plays out. And then that's where you discover things about yourself you never knew.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the children who inspired you, pushed you, I don't know, something. So
actually,
again, they're working, something's working through them, with you. So, through them, with you. So even this is with other people. It's always with. It's not just you.
Yeah.
Your studio work is yours. But this is all with, kasama.
Yeah, pero alala ko lang tinanong kasi ako nung anak namin. And I will ask you also, Rina. Sabi niya, Nay, why are you invested so much in these topics, in these stories? Or like you, why are you so, unlike other people, no offense, parang it's a question na, why are you like this?
Yeah, why like, I don't know.
Pero
It's very hard to answer. I mean, that's like a limbic brain kind of thing, right? Parang, I don't know. Do you know why you're like this?
you just have to do it once.
Yes, you have to
Isip mo
do
lang,
it.
If you can do something, then you might as well do it.
And many times, it leads you It's not as if may plano ka,
Hindi
na
oo
ito
nga
ang gagawin mo, ito ang iaatupag mo. It gets to some place.
It goes back to the answer of Achari then. We care. We try to care. Parang we try to care for children, for animals, and that's basically the question. As humans, we just have to tap into that and try to care.
I think we're hardwired. I think in our DNA, there's definitely care. Otherwise, you wouldn't survive caveman days. You wouldn't have survived. No man is an island kasi you really needed the women to hold the children, for the women to be the gatherers, the men for the hunting, the this and the that. And we have particular DNAs where we're good at certain things and we're not. And that's why I was talking to someone the other day, and the feedback was, you women in animal rescue are so emotional. I said, because we have to be. We have to be, because the emotion is the care. Don't make it a bad word.
Yeah.
It's not a bad word. Just like men have to be a certain way. Because they are the construction workers. They are the ones who go out to war. That is their...
That's not supposed to be a weakness.
No, diba? And so, sabi ko, actually, I'm trying to think, is there any shelter or rescue that is run by a man? Parang wala. and why? Kasi nga, I don't know if they're built for it. Diba? And if there is like a male nurse, ang gagaling ng mga male nurse, pero ilan lang sila. Right? Just like women engineers or women mathematicians, there's very few. Pero ang tindi nila. Right? Yeah. So there's these aberrations, but there's a mold. Women, and I'm not a feminist and I'm not a thing. It's just that women are equipped, designed for certain things, and men are for certain things, but that's why there's...
Yeah. Pero kailangan ko rin si Rodel kasi ako laging like si Rodel is very stoic and very organized. And,
but there's a lot going on in him.
Oo.
Hindi kasi siguro yung si studio kasi predictable na Siguro yung alam mo na yung mangyayari, alam mo na yung so parang kahit naman sa painting, kaya minsan may mga paintings ako na iba-iba kasi mas nasasawa ako Pero parang medyo may some point na lalo na ng pandemic na mas predictable na kung pagawa ka sculpture, medyo dun pa rin siya sa circle na yan. Kaya siguro yung publication, ito yung talaga hindi ko alam.
Yung challenge siguro medyo
try natin siyang kasi yung challenge, naghahanap ka ng panibagong challenge.
There's that famous saying of Rumi, no? Don't be irritated by the rubs. How will you be polished? And it's just, I believe, as polishing of the soul. I believe the soul eventually dies when you don't do these things. This is, kumbaga, yung ulam at kanin ng soul. At pag hindi nyo ginagawa, you slowly wither away and you're just...
Yeah.
You know?
And then, yung may yung ginhawa. Kasi may book na maganda yung soul, kaluluwa. Kasi para kasi yung ginhawa ay may isang writer kasi may isang si Sus Salazar. Yung ginhawa ay kasama yan yung kaluluwa. So parang pagka
Your hand in
ayos
hand.
yung kaluluwa mo, maginhawa ka. Yung ginhawa ay
Hindi siya necessarily maginhawa ka lang kasi maayos yung pamumuhay mo, meron kang ganito at ganyan. Ang ginhawa ay nagmumula sa kaluluwa.
kaya
Kahit
may-
naman anong dami ng resources mo at mayaman ka, maghahanap ka ng
I know. Oo.
significance.
So, yung
Hindi ka pa rin maginhawa.
No, hindi eh. Hindi. Especially if you attach yourself to an identity that doesn't really, it really comes from helping, from caring. Proper care, proper health, in that sense. No?
Nalala ko yung gospel nung
Naging ano eh, no?
hindi na Sunday kasi yung parang si
Oo.
si ba to?
Nicodemus.
So, parang powerful siya dahil na ano, di ba? Na
He's the leader,
leader, okay siya.
mayaman siya. Hindi naman ka masyadong pero basta a person who has power and wealth and has relationship with God at the same time. Pero something is still out of place or missing. Kasi he's trying to find ano pang pwede kong gawin significantly na magkaroon ako ng saysay. Magkaroon ako ng ano pa. Kasi limitado naman talaga lang ng stay natin. Pero sana lang sa stay natin, yung buong stay natin, maging makabuluhan man lang yung buhay mo. Ayan. Anyway, so siguro ito yung part right
Siguro
namin.
yun yun. Para, sige, ano yung pwede mo contribute na sa tingin mo na bless ka naman. So, ano yung core, siyempre, core gift na binigay, siyempre yung art.
Yung pagkatao mo.
Yung art. Tapos, ano yung art na to yung pwede mo pa i-share na sa mas sa wider
Yeah,
audience.
you have to be able to give it to receive it din kasi. But to be able to give takes courage.
Correct. Correct.
Pero sabi nga nung anak natin, kailangan mo rin i-share ang speech niya. Parang your real wealth is sharing.
Yes.
Parang sharing to others. Kasi at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. Hindi siya nag-multiply. Hindi siya
There was a famous saying, di ba? Nobody got poor from sharing.
Yeah.
Nobody got poor from sharing. And you know, I was listening to one of the conversations of Mother Teresa. Nobody knows that there was a long time, 20 years of her life where she felt she was in darkness, total darkness. Yeah. Yet she kept on going and giving and giving and giving. And it was that darkness that, I don't know, gave her something. And that's the thing, no? It's like a seed. You plant the seed in the soil and you're in complete darkness. And you wait and you wait and you wait. No, it's like childbirth. The child is in you in darkness. And it waits and it waits. So
That's beautiful.
Diba? So does it die when it gets born or does it live? It's a big question mark because you get what I mean? Yun.
That's a beautiful story. Then kung iisipin ko yung mga bata lalo dito sa Ellipsis, lahat ng nag-iintay. Lalo na yung pag-iintay na hindi mo talaga alam, sobrang dark pa din nung future. Sobrang sanay ka na may dumarating sa buhay mo tapos nawawala din. Kasi nung nakakausap natin, naalala mo pag mga outreach, yung mga bata na school age, parang ang wish nila, sana hindi kami magkahiwa-hiwalay. Magkakasama kami.
Because they're the family.
Their family na, so parang there was a time yung aming susunod na story sa photo join. Alis na siya, gagraduate na siya, pupunta na siya sa teenager na orphanage. So lahat ng mga bata, nagbigay ng something na maalala mo ako. Wala silang mga cellphone ring na at mga no. So, minsan hair clip, eraser,
Simple
ordinary things. So, ito ako. Nagkasya sa isang garapon. Yung garapon na yon, sabi niya, it will be with me for the rest of my life. Kasi wala namang picture, wala namang ano-ano. Pero ito yung mga ginamit natin, napaka-mundane objects in one bottle. Kasi yun na lang yung kaya niyang dalhin. Wala naman siyang madadalang, hindi naman sila sibling sa totoo. Ang sibling na kasi yung hindi kayo talaga paghihiwalayin. So when you adopt a sibling, buy one, take one yan.
Depende.
So bakit may baby pa dito? Kasi may kapatid yung teenager. Kung gusto mo yung baby, adopt mo din si teenager.
Depende
deal with that. But what I'm saying is, ganun siya. Ganun yung mga kwento. Really, ang dami-daming kwento na
maganda yun.
iba-iba eh.
Yung project natin na.
Yung project ko. Kasi ang maganda sa bata na yon, very open, very positive pa din siya. She still, gagalingan daw niya sa buhay niya kasi she really wanted to look for her birth mom. Ang alam lang niya sa birth mom niya ay deaf and mute. Deaf and mute. Wala nga rin siyang ellipsis nga, di ba? So, hindi rin niya alam yung ibang info. Pero how do you navigate into the world looking for someone?
Pwede nga hindi totoo yun kasi nasabi lang ng social worker.
Pwede din.
Pero it's some kind of comfort
yun yung bibigay sa kanya ng ano eh.
Na magbibigay sa kanya
ng pinanghahawakan.
Yeah, it's a ray of light. It's a ray of light, but it's not sure. But di ba that's life? It's like me when we rescue and sometimes within 2 or 3 days they die. And then I always wonder, what if I just left them? And I've been looking for scientific studies, and sometimes I feel, is it because we rescue them that they feel safe, that they can let go and rest?
Yeah.
And that happens often. So it's like, oh my gosh. And it's taught me a lot about faith. Faith.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, there's nothing we can really do about it, but it doesn't mean that we don't do something.
Yeah.
Yun. Hi. Okay. Wow.
Bahala ka na mag-edit.
These guys will edit. Pero, yeah, so, guys, back down to earth. Naka-re-entry shock. Marina and Rodel, Tagpo Story Collection. Open yourselves up to this. Small publishing. They dare greatly. And why not? You have nothing to lose. You have one life to live, supposedly. Although I think Rodel wants to come back as a chicken. And Marina as a dress. But seriously, please look for Historia, support their projects, support their books. And just if you can, open yourselves up to a world that many of us don't know anything about, and we don't want to know about. That's the thing. Whenever I talk to someone and they don't want to see, yesterday somebody told me, why do you post such difficult photos? And the first photo is always like the burn dog or the this and that. I don't look away. I'm not into pity, and I don't look away. Because that's just how life is. It's a practice. It's a practice of looking at decay just as much as looking at something beautiful. It's all the same. It's all part of our life in this earth, and we need to have this kind of approach so we can grow, but more than anything, so that we know our mortality and understand our humanity. Salamat! Nakakaiyak. Thank you. Ay, grabe. Hello mga kabiyaya. Barks and Burps, a podcast, is composed of 3 people. Me, Rina Ortiz.
Albert Gamino.
Alcer Pineda.
We are here to discuss anything under veterinary services, rescues, adoptions, TNVR, animal welfare, responsible pet ownerships. Anything and everything as well in between. Kung nais po ninyong magiging isang biyaya sa aming mga alagang aso't pusa, please comment below or message our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. Maraming salamat.